if I told you your reality isn't shaped by thoughts, but by the way you breathe? For thousands of years, ancient masters used a hidden breathing method not just to calm the mind, but to command reality itself. And the truth is, you've been doing it wrong your entire life. In this video, you'll uncover the forgotten technique that rewires energy, reprograms your subconscious, and bends the world around you. So stop for a moment, take one deep breath, sit down, find a quiet space, and if your soul feels ready, subscribe and comment "I'm ready" below, because what you're about to learn could change everything.
You've been breathing since birth. But have you ever questioned what breath really is? Not just oxygen, not just biology, but a sacred code hidden in plain sight. A code that doesn't just keep you alive, it shapes your reality. And here's the part no one told you. The way you breathe determines the way you think, feel, and even what you attract. Thousands of years ago, before organized religion, before Western medicine, the ancient yogis discovered something radical, that breath is the original technology of human consciousness. Not a tool for survival, but a mechanism to create, to control, to transcend. It's not just inhale, exhale. It's the most ancient form of programming, controlling your nervous system, which controls your perception, which shapes your reality. You were never taught this. Why? Because a person who controls their breath becomes uncontrollable. The Yoga Sutras call this energy channel Kurma Nadi, the tortoise line. Why a tortoise? Because it walks between worlds, the physical and the spiritual, the conscious and the subconscious. By anchoring awareness into breath, the sages weren't calming down. They were activating, turning on circuits most people don't even know exist. And here's the shock. The more control you surrender to breath, the more power you gain. It's the opposite of what you've been told. If your thoughts are scattered, your body is tense. Your life feels random. It's not fate. It's a breathing disorder, one that's kept you trapped in loops you didn't choose. And if you don't fix it now, you'll keep chasing answers outside, while the key's been inside your lungs all along. So here's the truth. Breath is the forgotten command center. And the yogis didn't just discover this, they mastered it. They unlocked abilities that science still can't explain, because what they found hidden in the breath was something far beyond relaxation. It was power, and once you realize what your breath is truly capable of, you'll start to understand why some called it a superpower. Imagine being able to shrink your consciousness into a grain of sand, or expand it across the universe. Now imagine that wasn't fantasy, but an ancient possibility, buried in your breath. Yogis didn't just breathe to stay alive. They practiced breath to access the siddhis, mystical powers unlocked through energetic mastery. And no, we're not talking comic book fiction. We're talking real documented phenomena passed down for over 3,000 years. The ancient texts describe 8 primary siddhis, powers that defy logic, break physics, and yet originate inside you. Anima, the power to become microscopic, to perceive what's invisible. Mahima, the power to become infinitely large, to merge with the vastness of the cosmos. Laghima, the ability to become weightless, lighter than air, untouchable. Garima, the power to become so heavy, not even gravity can pull you. Prapti, the capacity to be anywhere instantly. Prakamya, to manifest desires, pulling form from the formless. Ishitva, to command the laws of creation and destruction. Vashitva, to master the elements, fire, water, earth, air, ether, and even the mind itself. Wild? Yes. Impossible. That's what they want you to believe. But here's the paradox. These siddhis aren't goals. They're side effects. When you master the breath,
The body and mind become so aligned, so energized, that reality begins to bend. It's not about becoming a superhuman. It's about remembering what a full-spectrum human is capable of. And breath is the only way in. No pill, no belief system, no external ritual, just you and the air entering your lungs. So if these powers sound unbelievable, maybe it's because you've never truly breathed. Because when you finally learn how to harness that flow, you won't just feel better. You'll feel limitless. But what's stopping you? Why haven't you accessed this already? Well, that answer is darker than you think. And it begins with a trap you didn't even know you were inside of. Look around. People are exhausted, anxious, overwhelmed, disconnected. It's called modern life. But here's the shock. It's not normal. It's engineered. You weren't born broken. You were trained to live in a broken rhythm, to chase goals with a fragmented mind, breathe shallow in a noisy room, and wonder why nothing feels aligned. And the worst part? They told you to fix it with outside solutions, pills, routines, hacks, endless information. But the real fix? It's been inside you all along. Here's the truth. Your breath is out of sync with your biology. You're breathing like you're running from danger, even when you're just sitting at your desk. And that confusion sends chaos through your nervous system. Your body thinks you're in survival. Your energy spirals into disorder, and your reality follows. Because breath is not just air, it's a frequency. And when you breathe out of tune, you live out of tune. You attract stress. You repel clarity. You chase meaning but feel more lost. Why? Because your nervous system never got the chance to reset. You were never taught how to breathe in alignment with your energetic design. But now, that ends. Because with just a few minutes a day, you can interrupt the distortion. You can recalibrate the rhythm. And you can reclaim the power to choose how you feel and what you attract. This isn't theory. This is bioenergetic truth. And the gateway to fixing it begins with a technique ancient masters used to harmonize the duality inside us. The left brain and right brain, the masculine and feminine, the logic and the flow. It starts with a breath pattern so powerful, it was guarded like a secret mantra. Ready to learn it? If you don't, your reality stays in disorder. But if you do, balance is just one breath away. Let's unlock it now.
If your energy feels scattered, your thoughts cloudy, your emotions on edge, it's not just stress, it's imbalance. Two powerful forces within you, logic and intuition, left and right, action and stillness, are out of sync. But the ancients had a remedy. They didn't guess. They didn't cope. They breathed. Specifically, they used a sacred technique known as Nadi shodana, alternate nostril breathing, a method designed to purify the 72,000 energy pathways inside your body. Here's how it works. On one side of your body runs the Ida Nadi, the cooling, feminine, intuitive current. On the other, the Pingala Nadi, the heating, masculine, logical current. And in the center lies the hidden channel, Sushumna Nadi, the spiritual axis. But unless the left and right are balanced, the center stays closed. This practice opens the center. It unlocks the flow between your brain hemispheres. And suddenly, you don't just think clearer, you feel whole again. Let's try it. Sit tall. Place your right thumb gently on your right nostril. Inhale slowly through your left nostril. Hold for a moment. Now close the left with your ring finger and exhale through the right. That's one round. Now do it again. This time, inhale through the right, exhale through the left. Repeat this for just 5 to 10 rounds. It takes less than 5 minutes. But the shift is massive. You'll notice calm without dullness, focus without force, energy without chaos. This is not spiritual fluff. It's neurobiology in motion. And it's how the mystics prepared their bodies for higher work. So if you're feeling the shift, hit like if this just opened something inside you.
Drop a comment if you felt your mind quiet, and subscribe if you're finally ready to master the other layers of your breath. Because what comes next goes even deeper. We're about to turn your spine into an antenna for power.
Now that your inner channels are open, it's time to power them up. Because breath alone is a tool, but when you combine it with the spine, it becomes a conduit. Think about it. Your spine is not just a column of bones, it's an ancient antenna, wired to receive and transmit energy between Earth and cosmos. And just like an electric wire generates a magnetic field, your spine can become a living pulse of frequency. Here's how. As you breathe in, visualize energy rising up the back of your spine, from your root to your crown. As you exhale, feel that current falling down the front of your body, like a circuit completing itself. This loop is not fantasy. It's the very mechanism behind Kundalini activation, behind the aura's expansion, behind the energy field people can feel before you speak a word. You're literally charging your field. And when your field is charged, people feel it. They trust you. They follow you. Your presence becomes magnetic. Not because you try, but because your energy speaks louder than your voice. But here's the twist. If your spine is misaligned, if your breath is shallow, that energy gets stuck. It stagnates. It collapses. And you become energetically invisible, no matter how loud you scream. So every inhale is an opportunity to awaken your inner current, to move prana up to the Sahasrara, your crown, and to descend it gently like golden rain through the front of your heart, your belly, your root. This practice is called spinal magnetization. It's ancient, it's sacred, and it's how sages built a field so strong they could influence reality just by standing still. You do this, and reality begins to bend toward your resonance. But what if you want to go even further? Not just shift your energy, but program your future? That requires one more ingredient. So you've activated your breath. You've charged your spine. Now comes the final alchemy, intention. Because breath is the carrier, but thought is the signal. And when you fuse them together, you don't just influence reality, you program it. Ancient mystics knew this. Modern neuroscience confirms it. Your subconscious does not respond to logic. It responds to repetition, emotion, and energy. That's where visualization comes in. Not daydreaming, not fantasy, but precise, emotionally charged inner imagery, seen with the mind's eye, felt with the body, fueled by breath. There are two types of visualization. Goal visualization, where you see the end result as if it's already done. Feel it, breathe into it, own it, smell the air, hear the sounds. Stand in the version of your life where it already exists. Then there's process visualization, where you walk through the steps to get there. See yourself taking action, overcoming resistance, becoming unstoppable. But here's the key. You must breathe while doing it. Why? Because the breath locks it into the nervous system. You're not just thinking anymore, you're encoding. So right now, close your eyes, inhale slowly, and as the breath rises, see your vision rising. Exhale and release the image into your energetic field. Repeat it until it feels realer than the noise outside you. This is not positive thinking. This is the neuroplasticity plus quantum alignment, and it works. Because your reality doesn't respond to what you want, it responds to what you're energetically ready for. So, like this video if you're done waiting for life to change. Comment below. I choose my reality. Subscribe if you feel it's time to reprogram your life from the inside out. And remember, if you don't do this now,
you stay trapped in a code someone else wrote for you. But once your breath and vision align, the body transforms, the mind quiets, and something miraculous begins to happen.
So you've activated your breath. You've charged your spine. Now comes the final alchemy, intention. Because breath is the carrier, but thought is the signal. And when you fuse them together, you don't just influence reality, you program it. Ancient mystics knew this. Modern neuroscience confirms it. Your subconscious does not respond to logic. It responds to repetition, emotion, and energy. That's where visualization comes in. Not daydreaming, not fantasy, but precise, emotionally charged inner imagery, seen with the mind's eye, felt with the body, fueled by breath. There are two types of visualization. Goal visualization, where you see the end result as if it's already done. Feel it, breathe into it, own it, smell the air, hear the sounds. Stand in the version of your life where it already exists. Then there's process visualization, where you walk through the steps to get there. See yourself taking action, overcoming resistance, becoming unstoppable. But here's the key. You must breathe while doing it. Why? Because the breath locks it into the nervous system. You're not just thinking anymore, you're encoding. So right now, close your eyes, inhale slowly, and as the breath rises, see your vision rising. Exhale and release the image into your energetic field. Repeat it until it feels realer than the noise outside you. This is not positive thinking. This is the neuroplasticity plus quantum alignment, and it works. Because your reality doesn't respond to what you want, it responds to what you're energetically ready for. So, like this video if you're done waiting for life to change. Comment below, I choose my reality. Subscribe if you feel it's time to reprogram your life from the inside out. And remember, if you don't do this now, you stay trapped in a code someone else wrote for you. But once your breath and vision align, the body transforms, the mind quiets, and something miraculous begins to happen. You've come this far. You've seen the map, breathed the codes, felt the shift. But knowledge alone doesn't transform. Integration does. This isn't about a single technique. It's about a daily ritual that becomes your energetic baseline, one that tells your nervous system, I am safe, I am focused, I am awake. So here's how to build it. Step 1. Start your day with Nadi shodana. 5 to 10 rounds of alternate nostril breathing. Balance the channels, center the mind, set the tone. Step 2. Spinal magnetization. Sit tall, inhale up the spine, exhale down the front. Visualize energy looping like golden light. Do this for 5 minutes. Let your aura speak before you do. Step 3. Visualization plus breath. Choose one goal. On the inhale, feel it rise. On the exhale, release it to the field. Rewire your subconscious with repetition and clarity. That's it. Simple, profound, life-altering, if you do it consistently. Because breath doesn't care about your excuses. It responds to your frequency. The question isn't, does it work? The question is, will you? And if you don't commit now, someone else will keep programming your reality for you. But if you do this daily, your energy stabilizes, your intuition sharpens, your presence becomes magnetic. And soon, without effort, your outer world begins to bend around your inner code. This is the daily practice of creators, sages, and masters. And now, it's yours. So choose your breath like it's your destiny, because it is. And if this video reconnected you with something ancient inside, like, comment, I breathe to create, and subscribe to step deeper into the mystery. Your soul has waited lifetimes to remember this. Now, live it. You came here thinking this was just about breath, but now you know, It's about reality, about energy, about choice. Every inhale is an opportunity. Every exhale, a reset. So don't just remember this. Live this. Your breath is not a background rhythm. It's the language of your soul, whispering your future into form. And if today's video stirred something inside, like it. Subscribe to stay connected. Share this with someone whose soul is ready to awaken. And comment below, I don't just breathe, I create. This is Mystica Nexus, where ancient breath becomes modern power, where science meets soul, and where you return to who you truly are. See.